smaller than mine. Like,
I am dainty.
Let's just
I'm
impress
fucking
him.
dainty!
Hey! And I'm like, why are you making fun of his feet? He was staring at my arm, so fuck it. Alright, let's just do a quick check-in. How is everybody tonight? You doing good? Okay, no honest answers. Alright. Does anybody have like a really good shit today?
Yes.
Yes? I see hands. I hear voices. Yeah. Because let's face it. There's so much going on in the world, right? There's social media, there's politics, there's the environment, there's news. Apparently there's a whole controversy about what color underwear should be. Like, but a good shit. Like, sometimes that's the only me time you get, right? Like, throughout the day, like, no one's bothering you. Like, I'm not talking about, like, that rush poop. Like I'm gonna be late for something poop. Or, like, I had to hold it poop. Like, I'm talking about that good poop. That poop where you budgeted some time. You got a new book or a new app on your phone. The paper's thick. You budgeted enough time, you're not even gonna push. The kind of shit, the kind of poop, where you just sit back and you let shit happen. The kind of poop that even before you hear the splash, you know you're gonna be okay. Like, if anybody's having trouble in this area, John Howard changed my life. I'll let that marinate for a second. Let y'all come up with your own conclusions. But, no, he introduced me to apple cider vinegar. I started doing apple cider vinegar. You start doing 2 shots of apple cider vinegar every day, it tastes exactly like what it does. You know you're doing something healthy for you. Like, you know, there's no qualms about it. You can put water on it, you can do anything. It's fucking disgusting. But your shits will be so satisfying. Why they don't put that on the bottle, I have no idea. And y'all, 2019's been wild so far. I think this is the first year in my life, and I don't know if this is some weird transition, where I've only gone to 1 wedding, but I've gone to 5 funerals. I don't know where that starts transitioning. I think we should be able to register, though, for funerals instead of weddings. Just so people don't show up with the same potato salad and cookie powder from Costco. How did everybody bring the same thing? I'm going to eat it. I'll get some apple cider vinegar. We need to be able to register for these things. I don't know. My grandpa died earlier this year. He had a destination funeral in Butte. Which was nice. I mean, I wish I could have planned for it. Like, it was kind of inconvenient, but... I went. Because I knew he'd know if I didn't. At the same time. But no, and I think, funerals are very interesting. I'm not gonna say funny because they can be tragic. But I've always wondered, like, you ever have somebody die in your life and somebody like cares enough to send you a card? And it's always the same bullshit card with the sun shining through the trees and Jesus talking to you. And I was like, I don't care where you landed on the religious spectrum. That doesn't make me feel better. The fact that you bought a card and you wrote something and you took time to put a stamp, that means more to me than fucking Jesus' quote. So I don't know, I think there should be like funny cards out there. And I had this idea as I was walking through the mall about, God, it was like 15 years ago. Right before I turned 21, which I don't know if that was an omen or not, but my dad passed away. And when you're young, funerals are not as hard as they are when you're older. Because emotionally, it's very scarring. But the older people in your life, like, we've been through this. So we're going to show you don't have to tell anybody that your dad died. The aunties take care of that. This is before Facebook. There's a whole phone tree and fucking carrier pigeons, and they just let people know. So you're not inconvenienced with having to say out loud, ask anybody under 21 if their parents are alive, that's the noise they're gonna make. But we were walking through the mall, and this is like 6 months after the fact. My sister and I were walking through the mall in Missoula, and we knew this person was walking toward us. We knew they knew who we were. We didn't know who the fuck they were. We've all done that. We all do that 7 times a day. And we played it off, and we drank beer, and we're fine now. But we knew that they were going to say something. So this guy stops us and like, oh my gosh, you're Jim Beers' kids. And we're like, yeah. And they're like, how is he? And my sister was just like, and I was like, he's okay. And he's like, oh yeah, I worked with your dad when he was here in Missoula like 12 years ago. I met you all at a picnic. You probably don't remember. We're like, no. But we know it's about to happen. He's about to ask you where he is. So I stopped my sister right before she could answer, or we both broke down. Finally, he's walking away. He's like, oh, is your dad still in Oregon? I was like, no. He's back in town. And he said, oh, is he working at the hospital? I said, no. He's in landscaping now. Dude said, tell him I said hi. And left. And my sister punched me in the arm. And I said, I did not lie to him once. So first sympathy card in the series is going to be like, hey, I heard your dad's in landscaping. Call me if you need anything. Is that not more comforting than the fucking sunshine through the trees? Oh, man. I don't need to laugh on my fucking birthday. I'm alive. I need to laugh when someone dies. But I started 2019, and some of you might have been here. I performed during the session. But if you don't remember that because it's triggering, I get that. I forgot the trigger warning. I apologize. But no, so if you were there, allow me to update you. If you weren't, allow me to update you. I made resolutions and resolutions. John Howard is confused as fuck right now because he's dyslexic. A resolution is with a Z. A resolution is what most of you made, and that's what white people make. White people make resolutions with an S. Native people make resolutions with a Z. Very similar, a little bit different. We take a more holistic approach. So we don't make resolutions for singular people like ourselves. We make resolutions for the entire community. And first of the year, we always start out big and grandiose. And I heard somebody say, hell yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. Number one resolution every fucking year, take it back, right? This is it. 2019, we're taking it back. This is the year. But then by about middle of February, March, we're like, don't think that's gonna happen. All right, we're gonna push that to 2020. Okay, 2019, let's stop accepting blankets from strangers. Like that's just where we're gonna start, right there. And when we realize that it's gonna work, we're like, oh, okay, well let's have them change a racist holiday to Indigenous Peoples Day. Let's do that, because that makes up for smallpox. Helena, can we just do a little groupthink project? Because I'm old enough, I still have a teacher who was a trained educator get up every Columbus Day and say, Columbus was a hero, and sorry, and he discovered the new world. Helen, I can't believe, I haven't been able to believe this since high school, that I have to say this out loud to adults. If there's someone there to greet you, it's not new. Sorry. Let me like me walking into Walmart. And when the old guy in the vest says welcome, I look him dead in the eye and say no. This is a brand new store. I just discovered it. Show me your corn. Everybody, you've been wonderful tonight. Thank you very much. Give up for Michael Beers! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the Brouhaha Comedy Show tonight. Once again, your comics tonight. Let me see if I can remember names. I've had several beers. Melissa Hansen, Tim Wetherill, John Howard, Zach Jarvis, Margaret Ditto with the new last name I don't remember, and Michael Beers! My name is Kev Hamm. Thank you for coming out for this. If you would like to stay for the second show, which will have some of the same jokes, which some of you drunks won't remember, and some new jokes, you can, but I will ask you to pay the $5 fee that we'll charge you for that if you already have your hand stamps. Otherwise, we have some other people that are coming in. We're doing another show at 8 o'clock. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time we do it. Thanks.